are underway here in Irvine, California. Thanks for joining us for Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. Concordia against Point Loma Nazarene, the second-place Eagles in the Pac-West Conference, hosting the first-place team in the league. The Sea Lions entering tonight 14-0 in the Pac-West. Eagles strike first up 2-zip. Couple misses, but Point Loma does clean up on aisle 2. The senior, Tanner Nelson from Vancouver, Washington, the first bucket tonight for the visitors. Chambers, the deep jumper, off the mark, rebound, Preston Beverly. Hamas, Dalton Hamas, who was the Pac-West Player of the Week this Monday. Scored over 30 points his last 2 times out. A scoring threat in so many ways. This should be a good one tonight. Gerlach, the senior from Australia. Good defense there, but cleaning up again off the miss. It's Ziggy Satterwhite, another senior from the state of Washington. 4-2 Point Loma here early in the first half. It's a steal by Josh Rodriguez. Rob Taylor comes back for the block, but cashing in again is Nelson. Good hustle defense by Taylor, but he didn't have anybody to help him up after the rejection. 6-2 Point Loma. Blonde tips and all. It's Chambers, Agent Zero. He wears that number as an homage to his favorite NBA player, Russell Westbrook. He's on the board with the bucket. 6-4, Point Loma by 2. Ben Rosehart here on the call with you. Thanks for joining us. Packed house tonight here at Concordia University, Irvine. Satterwhite looking for someone to break free. Cutters, no one is there. And Gerlach and the boys in black finally forced a turnover. Cam English checking into the game for the first time. The junior from Oregon, he's in for Gerlach. 6-4, Point Loma up by 2. Just 2 minutes and change gone here in the first half. Eagles 11-2 in the Pac-West in second place. Sea Lions 14-0, undefeated in Pac-West play. The driving layup is good, and we're tied at 6. Sea Lions do break the pressure. That's Nelson driving baseline. Eagles come up with the turnover. Chambers picks it up, has a streaking Taylor. He'll take it himself, and he draws the foul. Fouls on number 3, Josh Rodriguez, his first of the evening. And our first whistle tonight. Rodriguez, a senior from La Habra. It's Chambers at the line for 2 at the charity stripe. Marty the Eagle trying to do a little good voodoo to help these two go down from his spot in the corner. It's a blackout night here in Irvine. Fans encouraged to wear black. Free t-shirts given out to the first 100 students in attendance. The first game of tonight's doubleheader between the women's teams went to Point Loma 64-52. Freshman Jasmine Rochelle had 11. She's the reigning Pac-West Freshman of the Week. And her classmate, freshman Katie Timmerman, led the Eagles with 13. 8-6, Eagles on a 6-0 run after the 2 freebies by Chambers. He pokes it away, collected by English. And we're going the other way. Chambers rocking the headband today. Decides to do the 3. It's a little short. Maybe not the best shot available. And on the other end, here come the Sea Lions running their offense. Hamas over to Satterwhite. Dribble handoff to Nelson. Doesn't like what he sees. The back cut broken up by Knuckles. Collected by Austin Clark, who just checked into the game. And the Eagles will set up their offense now. It's Taylor, the junior from San Diego City College, over to Chambers. English will pitch it over to the freshman of the week in the Pac-West, Cale Knuckles. And it's Clark now surveying the situation. He'll bounce it into English. He's got Satterwhite if he wants to take him himself. And he does. Eagles bench loves it. 10-6 Concordia. It's an 8-0 run. Packed house here in Irvine. First place Point Loma, second place Concordia. First of 2 matchups between these 2 teams. A whistle on the floor. A foul called. No free throws. It was on the floor. Waiting to see who the foul was on. It was on Brian Chambers, his first. And that means we're going to take a timeout, our first media time. It's a 100% gluten-free menu. Thank you, Asian Box and Sherry, for your support.
Get back to him.
Chambers with 4 points early for Concordia and a foul. Point Loma out of the timeout with the inbound. It's Rodriguez, guarded closely by Kyle Gray, who was big last week against Academy of Art and Dominican. He's getting the start tonight for the injured Jamel White, the Louisiana native, out tonight, hoping to get him back in the next few games. Awkward play, but it does go down for the Sea Lions. Looked like it was Hamas on the jumper. 10-8, Concordia still up by a bucket. Chambers around the pick by English. Skips it to Clark, thought about the deep three. Probably a good decision to pass it up for a better shot. Chambers, aggressive as usual, and he uses it to his advantage. A little dainty layup around the defender. 12-8 Concordia. Chambers has 6. Rob Taylor looking to check back into the game at the next stoppage. English guarding outside the three-point line, as is Gray, forcing the drive by Rodriguez. A late foul call, but he was touched on the attempt. It's a foul on Kyle Gray, his first. Second team foul for the Eagles. So far, Chambers and Gray are the only ones tabbed for a personal foul. It'll be Rodriguez, the senior guard from La Habra, at the charity stripe for the visitors. 14:23 to go here in the first. First free throw missed. Rob Taylor checking back in for Chambers. As I mentioned before, great crowd on hand. Second one does go down. It's a 3-point ball game. Concordia 12, Sea Lions 9, 14 and change to go here in the first half. The boys in black, wearing the black jerseys at home on our annual blackout night. Taylor inside to English, stays with it after it was briefly poked away. It's Clark driving to his left baseline, thinks better of it, kicks it to the corner. Kyle Gray likes that shot, but it was a bad angle, and that time it went rebound-wise to Sea Lions. Rodriguez across the timeline. Hamas trying to create some space, guarded closely by Clark, and it's Hamas getting called for the personal. 2 Sea Lions set to check in. Looks like it's going to be Preston Beverly and Caden Anderson. Refs say, hold on a second. Hamas going to take a seat after picking up the personal. Hamas, 21.5 points per game, along with 5.7 rebounds per contest. He does a little bit of everything for Point Loma. The reigning Pac-West Player of the Week. The Hawaii Healy head coach mentioned in a post-game interview just a couple weeks ago that Brian Chambers of Concordia and Dalton Hamas of Point Loma, without question, the 2 best players in the entire Pac-West Conference. First meeting tonight between these 2 teams and those 2 special players. Off the miss, Point Loma pushing it the other way. That's Beverly, the senior from Elsinore, via Wildomar, California. They work it inside. That's Beverly again, defended well by Jeff Gerlach. Tough shot. They call a foul. Not sure if it's on Gerlach, if it was someone else. Refs conferring. It is on Gerlach. Tough call. He played good D on that possession. His first personal. Chambers getting ready to check back into this one. As Kennedy Fulcher is one of our sweepers tonight. She just got finished playing in the women's game. And it's Beverly at the line. His first free throw attempt, no good. Back in for the Sea Lions, for the first time, is Noah Stapes. Brian Chambers returns as well. Concordia still up 3, 13-17 to go here in the first half. Eagles 12, Point Loma 9. Second free throw up and good by Beverly, 1 of 2 at the charity stripe in that trip. 12-10, Concordia. Up a bucket, looking for more. Chambers over to Taylor. Found English inside. Awkward pass and went off the backboard. Chambers getting back, but the tip ball goes right to Beverly for the flush. We're tied up at a dozen. Cale Knuckles going to get ready to come back in along with Brock McKenzie, the freshman for Point Loma, ready to enter the game. Taylor to Chambers, looking to swing it. They go inside to English again. This time, he gets it through. The coaching staff for Concordia loves that possession. Great unselfish passing. English connects. 14-12. Chambers closely guarding the perimeter. There's English out there as well. Backdoor cut. Tough bucket. Goes down, though, for the cutting Josh Rodriguez. 14-14. Back and forth we go here in the first. Chambers. Little hot potato to Gerlach. A fake pass. Beautiful move to English. Something we have not seen here much this season. Both bigs playing at the same time for Concordia. English and Gerlach. And it's the Australian found in the Oregon native for the easy two. Still good defense by Point Loma on that possession. Point Loma running their offense. Good passing by both teams here in the first. Baseline shut down. C-line still going on that left corner. Quick three off the mark. Clark with the box out and the board. Chambers with the Eagles up 16-14. Looking for more. Clark, the fake. Pass fake shot. Then he does pass. Taylor draws two. Clark can shoot it. Goes inside to Gerlach. Look at these passes by the boys in black. Gerlach, the right-hand hook just off the mark. And a foul on the attempt by English after the offensive rebound. (16-14) Concordia. We have a timeout. Media timeout with the Eagles up a bucket. The second place Eagles lead first place Point Loma 16-14 out of the timeout here in the first half. 11:20 to play before halftime. Brian Chambers and Cam English each with 6 points so far. English at the line, and he rattles home the first one. He's got a team-high 7 now. Kyle Gray getting the start for the injured Jamel White today. White had started every single contest for Concordia. The Louisiana native making his presence felt throughout the season. Tonight, Gray getting his opportunity rewarded as well after playing extended minutes last time out in the win over Dominican. Point Loma looking to get back in it, down 4. Great pass inside, saved by Beverly. It's a three-point shot from the corner. No good by Stapes, but an offensive board for the visitors. Thomas guarded by English, who sizes him up well. Chambers helps him out. They get it out of his hands, and now it's Beverly looking to post up. A lot of height on both teams here. English defending. Gerlach and English again on the floor at the same time, something we have not seen much of this year, but a strategy change here by Concordia. The bucket is good there for Point Loma, 18-16. I believe it was Ziggy Satterwhite with the bucket. He's got 4. Gerlach inside. Cale Knuckles will shoot the 3. He shoots a high percentage. The Pac-West Freshman of the Week with the 3. He shoots right around 39% in his first season here playing for Concordia. Redshirting last year, the Colorado native making an impact. No travel there. He either got away with it or he kept his balance just enough. Beverly winds up with the layup. Concordia coaching staff wanting the turnover there, but the refs let it go. I think he kept his balance after he slipped immediately. Quick bucket on the other side. Gerlach and English. 10 points for Cam English, the Oregon native. 23-18, Concordia by 5. We're past the halfway point here in the first half. First place, Point Loma. Going to the leading scorer, Hamas. He lost it. Turnover. Steal for the Concordia Eagles. Chambers looking to push it. Deep 3. That would have brought the house down. Saved by English, who's playing fantastic. And it's going to be a backcourt violation, unfortunately, for the guys in black. Denzel Holt checking into the game for the first time off the bench for Concordia. Kyle Gray also returns. Josh Rodriguez and Tanner Nelson also on the court now for Point Loma. Concordia 23, Point Loma 18. 9:21 to go in the first. Ben Rosehart here with the call for you. Thanks so much for being with us. Almost lost it. Then a foul called. I believe it's on Denzel Holt, his first. Point Loma with the inbound here. Rodriguez looking for options. 9:08 to play in the first. Eagles up 5. They go inside to Ziggy Satterwhite. Gerlach defending, nowhere to go with it. He kicks it back out to Nelson. And then Gerlach called for the foul. Concordia bench not happy with it. Ken Ammon smiling. That's how much he agreed with that one. Exactly 9 minutes to go left in the first half. Cam English checking back in after getting a breather. Gerlach, tough break for him, his second personal. Point Loma again, the inbounder. Rodriguez to Satterwhite. He still got it. English defending. Muscles his way. No good, but he fights for the rebound. Throwing an elbow, but didn't hit anybody. Another miss. A scramble. Referee says ball out of bounds. Concordia will take possession. (23-18), Eagles up 5, make it a 7-point advantage. Tough bucket inside, Eagles will take it. Chambers now has 8. Eagles 25, Sea Lions 18. Hamas right to the cup, the bucket and the foul. Very graceful on that attempt as he just glided by multiple defenders. 25-20, Eagles still up by 5 though. Rob Taylor coming back in along with Sterling Summers for the Sea Lions. Not sure what the question is here. 25-20, Eagles up. Hamas looking for the and one. And he misses the freebie. English the board. And the Eagles going the other way. Denzel Holt across the timeline. English fakes the pass to Gray. Taylor goes around the pick. Taylor loses it. Turnover picked up by Hamas. Sea Lions going the other way. 3-on-3 poked away briefly by Kyle Gray. A whistle as the ball deflected out of bounds. Denzel Holt called for the foul, his second. 7th team foul for the Eagles, so the Sea Lions head to the charity stripe. Austin Clark gonna check back in. First one is good by Summers. Just to make it a 3-point game, and he does. Summers, 2 for 2 from the line here on that trip. 25-22, CUI up 3. Last 5 points scored by the visitors. Point Loma undefeated in Pac-West Conference play this year, 14-0 in league. First meeting here between the top 2 teams in the standings. Miss there, coming the other way under the 8-minute mark now. Point Loma setting up the offense. Summers looking for a cutter. A lot of mustard on that pass. Hamas somehow collected it. Gray playing good defense. Spins around. They call no shot. I believe it's on the floor. Tough call. Tough call. Foul called, I believe, on Kyle Gray, his second. That is correct. Media timeout, Eagles 25, Sea Lions 2, with the height of the visiting first-place Sea Lions. Ben Rosehart here on the call with you. Thanks so much for being with us. Packed house here tonight at CU Arena. First of two meetings between these two teams. The final score from the women's match earlier tonight, 64-52, Point Loma defeated Concordia. Both women's teams also currently in the top 6 in terms of the seeding for the upcoming Pac-West Conference tournament in early March, which will be hosted by Dominican University. Thomas makes the first and earns a second, with the Eagles with 18 fouls this half. Denzel Holt back in for Chambers. Thomas at the line again. 2 for 2 this trip. Eagles only up a point. Mini run here for Point Loma. 25-24. Concordia looking to Clark for the three-pointer. It's off the mark. And the Sea Lions can take the lead with a bucket on this possession. Blackout night here in Irvine. Great defense by Holt there. Thomas, good defense by Taylor, forcing the tough shot. Bodies hit the floor in the painted area, but here come the Eagles. Holt. The pass broken up by Rodriguez. It's Satterwhite with the blocking fall on the drive by English. Sweeper comes out after both men hit the deck. 7:02 to go here in the first half. Eagles clinging to a 25-24 advantage. Point Loma has won 14 straight games, all in league action. They are also 8-0 away from home. English at the line with a team-high 10 points for Concordia. Chambers has 8. A little bit of a concern here with 7 minutes and change to go in the first half. Eagles up 1, but they do have 18 fouls already. (26-24) after the first freebie is good. Second one up, also knocked down by English, who's got a dozen. Packed house here for this good one. 27-24. It's been close throughout. Concordia up 3 here as we go under the 7-minute mark here in the first half. Good defense by Holt and English, but there's the drive. A foul called. Looked like English had a block, but not the case. English called for the personal foul. You can see the strategy here by the visitors. They're trying to attack the rim when possible and get to the line. That's Beverly at the charity stripe, knocking down the first. 2-point game. And now it's trimmed to a 1-point advantage. Eagles up 27-26 after the 2 freebies by Beverly. He's got 7. Thomas with 6 for the visitors. Clark around the pick by English. Cale Knuckles, the Pac-West Freshman of the Week. Back over to Clark. Lots of 3-point shooters out there for Concordia. Taylor going one-on-one. Nowhere really to go. Draws the contact and the whistle, and he'll be going to the line. Foul is called on Tanner Nelson, his first. 15 foul for Point Loma. First free throw attempt off the back iron, no good. 28-26 Concordia. Eagles leading the first place, Point Loma, Nazarene University Sea Lions. They're going to have to do it with defense. Hamas. Good ball movement here. Sea Lions going inside to Beverly. They think they have the matchup. English got caught in the air. And heading to the line again will be Beverly. He took a hard foul on the wrist, though. Gerlach coming back in for English. Both big men with 2 fouls so far for Concordia as we approach the 6-minute mark here in the first half. Concordia up by 2. Missed free throw. Chambers, Kyle Gray, and Gerlach all checking back in. English takes a breather with 2 fouls. Holt given some good minutes off the bench as well. He missed the majority of the first half of the season. Rehab injury, and he has been back the last week or so. Good to see him back out there giving big minutes off the bench. Taylor rips down the rebound. 0 for 2 at the line. Beverly that trip. Maybe his wrist is hurting a little bit more than we thought. Chambers swings it to Gerlach. Knuckles fakes, goes backdoor. It's Chambers with the 2-point jumper off the mark, no good. And we have a whistle. It will be Point Loma basketball. Might have been a frustration foul on the men in black. Checking back in the game, Austin Clark. Concordia is still up 28-26. Both offenses kind of stymied here the last couple of minutes. 5:55 to play here in the first as we creep towards halftime. Hamas at the line. He's got 6. Marty the Eagle trying to do his best to distract. Free throw good that time. Satterweight coming back in for the visitors. Hamas will take a breather. Hamas with 7, Chambers with 8. Clark looking for someone to break free. Taylor does, but they're still outside the 3-point line. Clark around the pick by Gerlach. Satterway picks him up immediately. And then he whittles his way outside for a wide open 3, but no good. Coaches were hoping for that one to fall. Mistake by Point Loma defensively, but they survived it. Swarming defense now by the men in black. Nowhere to go with it is Summers. Good pass to the corner. They work it inside to Beverly now. Guarded by Knuckles. They want to help him out, but he gets the hook shot. It's off the mark. Eagles get away with not doubling. Taylor coming across the timeline, looking to push it. Kicks out to Knuckles. No, he fakes it out. Now he kicks it out. It's Clark winding it over to Chambers. They'll go to the big guy from Australia, Gerlach, faking the spin move. Ziggy Satterweight not having it. And then wow, what about that? How about that muscular move there? No 3-second call. Gerlach getting the bucket to go as persistence pays off. 30-27, Concordia up 3. Eagles guarding very well right now. Chambers picks off the pass. He'll cruise in for the flush. The crowd loves it. It's a blackout night here, and everyone loves that hustle. Members of the women's volleyball team in the front row, pumped up for it. Eagles up 5, 32-27. Packed house here in Irvine. You can hear the crowd getting into it, trying to help the Eagles on defense here as they try to close the half with the lead. Chambers pestering the point guard Josh Rodriguez, but he still finds a way to use the glass, get the layup to fall. 32-29, Concordia is still up by 3. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Chambers with 10. Cam English with 12. Taylor with 3 and handling, looking for the deep 3 just off the iron. Point Loma is going to slow it down now and try to work the offense. Their best player, Dalton Hamas, not on the floor right now. Rodriguez skip pass. The 3-ball up, no good by Tanner Nelson. And possession will head to the Men in Black. Concordia will have it when we come back from the media timeout. Concordia 32, Point Loma 29. You're listening to Eagles Radio. Out of the timeout, Concordia leads 32-29. First place, Point Loma, undefeated in the Pac West, a 14-0 league record. Eagles 11-2, also undefeated on their home floor. 3:25 to go here in the first. Eagles up 3, looking for more. Chambers to Clark. Looking to go inside to Gerlach. They do get it to him, but Ziggy Satterweight all over him. Not really where he wants to catch the ball. He gets rid of it to Clark. Passes up the quick 3 opportunity. Now it's gone. He'll swing it to Chambers. Around the pick by Gerlach. A deep 2 is good by Chambers. He's got a dirty dozen, as does Cam English, to lead the way so far in the scoring column for Concordia. 34-29, Eagles by 5. Sea Lions go to Rodriguez in the corner. He gets around Clark. Concordia coaching staff can't believe a foul was called on that drive. And the Eagles are at the 10-team foul mark, so this will be 2 freebies for Rodriguez and any other fouls down the stretch here in the first half as well. 2:47 to play in the first, 34-30 Eagles. Denzel Holt looking to check back into the next stoppage. Another missed free throw for the Sea Lions. Rebound to Clark. Chambers with the defender all over him. No foul called. Beverly comes up with the rebound, with the steal, excuse me. Thomas on the outside, going baseline, then he just lost it. Denzel Holt coming back in, as is number 12, Brock McKenzie, the freshman checking in for Point Loma. (34-30), Concordia by 4. 2:10 to play here in the first half. Taylor around the pick by Gerlach, nowhere to go with it. Clark passing up the shot. Good closeout by Hamas. Knuckles inside to Gerlach. 10 to shoot. Gerlach, the spin move's not working tonight. A foul called on the attempted steal by Tanner Nelson. I believe that's his second, and it is. Got his hands caught in the cookie jar. Noah Stapes checking back in for Nelson.
Ozzy, you got 13.
16 foul, so Eagles look to inbound. Taylor looking for an opening. It's Gerlach who wants Taylor to come back out, who does and gets it. Taylor skip pass tipped by Hamas. We go again around the horn. Gerlach. A foul called on Satterweight. That's what the Concordia coaching staff was hoping for. 34-30, Eagles up 4. A minute 50 to go here in the first half. Preston Beverly going to be checking back in before Gerlach heads to the line.
Hey, you got 32. Ozzy, you got 13.
Gerlach hits the first, 35-30. Knuckles, Holt, Taylor, Gerlach, and Clark on the floor for the Men in Black. Concordia now up by 6 after Gerlach hits both, 36-30. Point Loma looking to get a couple more back here before halftime. Across the timeline, it's Brock McKenzie. Hamas to Beverly. They're running the offense. Looked like that was not exactly what they wanted to do. Good double in front of us right here in the scorer's table. The kick out to Hamas. over to Beverly rather, and he walked with it. Good closeout by the Concordia defenders. Great rotations there to force the TO. 36-30. Eagles still up 6. Minute and a half to go here before halftime.
Look at him.
Holt over to Knuckles. The Pac-West Freshman of the Week rejected down low on the drive. It was Summers with the block. Still Concordia basketball. 36-30 Concordia. Knuckles to Holt. Nowhere to go with it. Back to the freshman. Holt decides to attack. What a floater by Denzel Holt off the glass. Nice little burst of speed there. Don't think the defense was expecting it. 38-30 Concordia. Another steal, this time by Taylor. Is it going to be a bucket Taylor made? Just missed. Thomas the rebound. 4-on-4 the other way. Gerlach draws the charge. Bang, bang play. Point Loma can't believe it. Big call there. It goes Concordia's way. Turnover. Eagles up 8 with the ball. One of the Concordia fans wearing the blackout t-shirt with tonight's promotion, showing his appreciation by waving the fence, if you will. Loving the defense. Last minute action here in the first half. Ben Rosehart here with you. Thanks for joining us. Second place Concordia leads first place Point Loma 38-30 as we crawl towards intermission. Good one here between these two teams. Chambers going to his left. Closed out by Stapes. Deep three-pointer missed by Knuckles. Rebound to Beverly. Shot clock unplugged. 20 seconds to go before the half. Taylor with the close defense on the senior Josh Rodriguez. They'll dribble it down, try to get one shot with the Eagles up 8. Point Loma has won 14 straight Pac-West games. Taylor briefly touched it. Rodriguez kept the ball. Finds Beverly going reverse layup. And another tough foul called on Concordia. Coach Ken Ammon cannot believe it. He's begging the other ref, who just silently walks away. Foul called, Beverly at the charity stripe. 4 seconds exactly remaining here in the first half. 38-30, Concordia. And they still maintain that 8-point lead. Eagles shooting 50% in the first half, 14 for 28. Neither team shooting well from beyond the arc. 1 for 9 from the Eagles, 0 for 3 for the Sea Lions. Free throw made that time by Beverly to cut it to 7. And we have a timeout. It's 38-31, Concordia. Final possession here of the half. Concordia up 7, 38-31. Gerlach to Taylor. Deep three. Oh, that would have brought the play down. Good play design. Good shot opportunity. We head to the half. Concordia 38, Point Loma 31. And we start the second half with an Eagles bucket. Concordia out by 9, 40-31. Hamas on the drive, and he gets it to go. Each team with a bucket now in the first 30 seconds here in the second half. 40-33 Concordia. Kyle Gray pushing it, using his strength. Reverse layup, up and good. Former Concordia basketball player JT Roach here in attendance for the blackout game tonight. First 100 students in attendance received a free black t-shirt. And back and forth we go. Another bucket by Point Loma, this time by Beverly off the glass. 42-35, Concordia by 7 early here in the second half. Ben Rosehart here on the call tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. Both teams attacking the rim. Very efficient here to start the half. A three-point attempt up and good by Tanner Nelson. Timeout on the floor. Second half. Eagles up by 6, 44-38. Second place Concordia. First place Point Loma. First matchup of these two teams on the season. Point Loma on a 14-game winning streak. Eagles trying to snap that. Eagles not too shabby themselves. 11-2 in conference play. Taylor over to Knuckles. Back to Chambers. Thinks three. He's got 14 points already. Nice backdoor cut to Taylor. Nowhere to go with it. Knuckles gets it back. Chambers, tough pass to English, and then he gets hacked. Point Loma can't believe it. After all that great defense, Hamas called for his third personal. Second personal, excuse me. Eagles to inbound. Chambers and English in the corner. Taylor swings it over to Gray. Fakes the pass, back to Taylor. Tipped away by Rodriguez. Excuse me, yes, Josh Rodriguez. Knuckles still has it though. Another awkward pass somehow goes to the Sea Lions. Turnover Concordia. Gray pressuring Rodriguez. Now it's Beverly. The handoff to Hamas. Looking to operate. Ziggy Satterwhite. Rodriguez looks like he traveled, and he did. Jeff Gerlach checking back in for Kyle Gray. Men in Black going once again with their two center lineup, their bigs. Jeff Gerlach and Cam English both on the floor at the same time, something we have not seen much of this season. Eagles up 6. 2 minutes and change gone here in the second half. Eagles trying to snap the 14-game winning streak by the first place Sea Lions. Gerlach, a lot of passing. One dribble over to the corner for Knuckles, the freshman player of the week in the Pac West. No good. Offensive rebound, Chambers with the floater. Foul called. And it's an offensive foul, no bucket on Chambers, his third. $17:24 here to go in the second. Eagles 44, Sea Lions 38. Packed house here at CU Arena. Blackout night. That's why Concordia is wearing the black jerseys here at home. Great crowd last week also for homecoming, and the Eagles win over Dominican. Tough play there. Good defense by the Men in Black. Rodriguez lost it. Chambers going the other way. He finds a wide open Taylor. Reverse left-handed layup up and good. Eagles open up an 8-point advantage as we go to 17-minute mark now remaining in the first half. Chambers almost came up with it. Satterwhite on the floor. They call a jump ball. Good hustle by both Chambers and Satterwhite. That'll flip the possession arrow. It'll stay here for Point Loma. Chambers with 14, Cameron English with 12. Refs want both sweepers to come out and help up with all the hustle that's being out there. A little extra sweat on the floor. Make sure no one slips and falls. Knock on wood.
Hey!
Preston Beverly with 10 points to lead the visitors. Dalton Hamas with 9. Tanner Nelson 7 points. Josh Rodriguez with 6. For the Eagles, Brian Chambers 14 points, 3 personal fouls, 4 assists, 6 for 10 shooting from the floor. This is the longest I've ever seen two sweepers on the court at once, but doing their due diligence, I guess. Guess we're looking for some towels here. Here comes one of the managers for Concordia. Patience is a virtue. Eagles up by 8, 46-38. Just under 17 minutes to go here in the second half. Taylor closely guarding Hamas. What a steal! Taylor going right to the rim, and the layup is good. Flexing his muscles, he's pumped up. Eagles defense clamping down now. Eagles up by 10, and then Taylor gets called for the foul. (48-38) Concordia. Eagles trying to pick up the intensity. A great highlight play there by Taylor. The steal and the breakaway layup on Dalton Hamas, who some consider an NBA prospect. There's Hamas looking for the three. He can knock it down off the mark there, just a little bit short. Chambers the pull-up three. In and out. It was half down. Hamas the board. Rodriguez. Good defense by Gerlach, who's not usually matched up against a guard like that. Beverly on the outside, guarded by English. They swing it back to Rodriguez. Gerlach, a mismatch for Rodriguez. Now he decides to do something with it. Tough miss goes to English after Chambers tapped it away. Eagles up 10, looking for more. Home crowd feeling the upset. They've got the Sea Lions on the ropes. First place Point Loma, 14-game winning streak in jeopardy here. Chambers, the three off the mark. Hamas skies for the rebound.
Get us down, get us down!
The men in black going back to defense. Knuckles, the freshman Pac West player of the week. Ziggy Satterwhite drives, loses it. Beverly picks it up. English still guarding him. They swing it to Rodriguez. Calling for the pick, goes left, spins right into a couple guys. Turnover. English came away with it, and then he got hit. Foul, I believe, on Beverly. Things unraveling here for the first place Point Loma Sea Lions as the Eagles lead by 10, 48-38. We'll take a media timeout. We'll be right back after this. Dalton Hamas has 8 points. Preston Beverly, a team high 10 for the Sea Lions. Denzel Holt, guarded closely by Brock McKenzie. Flies into the paint, hits the deck. Looks like we have a technical foul. Gerlach pulling people away. Not exactly sure what happened there. Ref blocking my angle, but I believe a technical foul on the drive. Gerlach doing a good job to make sure his teammates stay away from the opponents, just to make sure no extracurricular activities happen. Eagles up 10 here, 48-38. Denzel Holt with the drive, drawing the contact. Austin Clark at the line to shoot the technical free throw. I'm told the foul was on number 12, Brock McKenzie, for the technical. Hard foul on the drive. And Clark cashes in. Concordia now with its largest lead of the night, 50-38. Eagles maintain possession as well. 14:49 here to go. Chambers recently dyed his hair blonde. Sporting the Adidas headband tonight as well. Taylor over the side, kicked out of bounds by Summers. We'll keep it right here. Eagles up a dozen. Gerlach gives it back to Chambers. Had a brief opening. Attacks on Satterweight. Little contact. No foul called by the ref. Rodriguez going the other way after Hamas came up with the board. 16 turnovers tonight for the Sea Lions, only 7 for the Eagles. That's a big statistic right now, and a big reason why Concordia is up a dozen. Hamas goes to his left. Step back jumper. Good over the tough defense by Taylor. 50-40. Eagles still up 10. Clark slowing it down, gets it back to Chambers. He goes around the pick by Gerlach, hesitates. Skip past to Knuckles. Gerlach now on the baseline. Clark fakes the deep three back inside of the senior from Australia. Gerlach, what a pass, but it's not good enough. Picked off by Rodriguez. He's good defending those passing lanes. Satterweight looking inside to Hamas. No foul. He gets it around Clark for the bucket. 2 baskets in a row by Hamas. He's got a dozen. 50-42, Concordia by 8. Chambers around the pick. Hesitates. Kicks it inside to Gerlach. Fumbles it. Ball will stay with the Eagles. 2 subs to report. Cam English and Kyle Gray coming back in for Concordia. McKenzie on the floor now with Nelson and Summers, Hamas and Rodriguez for Point Loma. Chambers, English, Clark, Taylor, and Gray for Concordia. Dribble handoff. Chambers swings it to Clark, back to Chambers, thought about the deep three. Good defense him, what a spin move. And Taylor just missed the reverse layup. Chambers with a great move to set up his teammate. Foul called, Taylor pointing at Chambers. Nice pass. My bad, he said. Great look, great unselfish play. Noah Stapes going to be checking back in for Point Loma. He's in for Nelson. (50-42), Concordia leads first place Point Loma. 13:19 remaining. Over the top pass on the inbounds to English. Taylor comes out and gets it. Gray back to Taylor. Fakes it. Gets tripped up a little bit. Lost the handle. Sea Lions come up with the turnover. Rodriguez looking for options. They want to get to Hamas, and they do. A little too much space given by Gray, and he knocks it down. Hamas starting to heat up now. He's got 6 in the last couple of minutes. Timeout Concordia. 50-44. Eagles coaching staff. Out of the timeout by Concordia, Eagles will inbound side out. Chambers over to Taylor. Concordia 50, Point Loma 44. Sea Lions 14-game winning streak in jeopardy. Foul called on number 2, Caden Anderson. Things getting a little bit chippy now. Shot clock resets to 20. Clark inbounds to Chambers. He's got 14 to lead all Eagles. Hamas has 15. Great pump fakes. Tries to get the foul called. No foul. Hamas over to Rodriguez. Chambers guarding the ball. Taylor all over Hamas. He drives to his right and still puts it in around 2 defenders. He wanted the foul. Chambers to English. Chambers guarded closely by Stapes. 2-point jumper off the back of the iron. English called for the foul. Can't believe it. English called for the personal foul after the miss. Eagles up by 4. Gerlach will come back in for Cam. Clark also coming out. Cale Knuckles, the Pac West Freshman of the Week, re-enters as well. Eagles with Chambers, Taylor, Gray, Knuckles, and Gerlach. Thomas to inbounds to Rodriguez. Concordia 50, Point Loma 46. 12 minutes to go in the second half. Taylor all over Rodriguez. Gray swipes at it, just missed the ball. Chambers all over Hamas. Back over to Anderson. Stapes doesn't know what to do with it. Chambers on Hamas. Tough shot from the wing, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Point Loma. And that brings us to our next media timeout with Concordia up by 4, 50-46. The second place Eagles leading the first place Sea Lions. We'll be right back after this. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. It's been a great game. Eagles looking for the victory. 11-2 in the Pac West. In second place right now in the standings. Trying to end the Sea Lions' 14-game winning streak. Thomas guarded closely by Chambers. Backing him down. Turnaround jumper. In and out. Chambers eventually comes down with the loose ball. Gray on the breakout. He's going to attack the rim. Goes right up. Blocked by Anderson. Tipped out of bounds by, I believe, Kyle Gray. I appear to be incorrect. It is going to go to Concordia. Ref says it last touched one of the jerseys, one of the white jerseys, excuse me. So Chambers going the other way. Eagles up 4. They were up by a dozen a couple minutes ago. Point Loma on an 8-0 run. Gerlach calls for it on Anderson. Leisurely takes his way into the paint. Rodriguez looking for the steal. Somebody's got to be open. He kicks it out to Gray, and the Sea Lions reset. Good defense by them. Gray lobs it to Gerlach, who collects it and sneaks it in to beat the shot clock. What a play. Good defense by the Sea Lions. The Eagles got lucky there. Gerlach, good hands around the rim. 52-46. That ends the 8-0 run by Point Loma. Hamas over to Anderson. He doesn't look like he wants to do anything with it out there. Looking to pass. Anderson, the backdoor cut to his teammate, Summers. Good movement by the Sea Lions. Ends up with a bucket. 52-48, Concordia. Up by 4, 10 and change to go here in the second half. The Pac West Freshman of the Week, Cale Knuckles. Inside to Gerlach. Backing down Anderson. Still going for it. Maybe needs to get rid of it. Quick pass inside to Taylor. And I think it's Rodriguez getting called for the foul before two of his teammates came over for the double team. Rodriguez is whistled for the personal. His third. Satterwhite and Nelson checking back in along with the freshman guard Brock McKenzie. Eagles sticking with Gray, Chambers, Taylor, Gerlach, and the redshirt freshman Cale Knuckles. Gerlach using his body to protect. Now he gets doubled in the corner. Men in black moving, looking for an opening. Gray's in the corner, over Satterwhite for the three, and it's good. Right in front of the student section. 55-48, Kyle Gray. The clutch three-pointer there, he's got 5. Eagles up 7. 9.5 to play. Hamas guarded by Chambers. He relishes this type of challenge. Hamas backing him down. Good defense. Corner 3 still available, though. Missed by Nelson. Chambers the board. He leads the Eagles in that category, among others. Knuckles is open in the corner. Wide open. Oh, and the 3 is good. Back-to-back threes. The Concordia bench loving it. Fans on their feet here at CU Arena. Eagles back up by 10. 58-48. The lob inside to Hamas. The left-hand layup is good. 58-50. Sea Lions cut it to 8. Hamas has 18 to lead all scorers. Cameron English with a dozen for the Eagles. Brian Chambers with 14 to lead CUI. Chambers, pull-up jumper, off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Gerlach. The Aussie to Kyle Gray. Fakes the three, then takes it in and out. It was halfway down. Satterwhite. Eagles up 58-50, 8 and change to go here in the second half. Satterwhite muscling inside, no bucket. Foul on the floor before the shot. No basket. Foul on the floor on number 15, Jeff Gerlach. He's in foul trouble. He's got 4 personals. Cal Knuckles going to come out along with Gerlach. Austin Clark and English back in. 58-50. Second place Concordia leads first place Point Loma. Sea Lions 14-game winning streak in jeopardy. Chambers touched it, thought it was going to another Sea Lion, but no one was over there. Sea Lions maintain possession. Knuckles checking back in quickly to play some defense. Kyle Gray gets a breather after getting a ton of high fives from the coaching staff and his teammates. Good minutes from Gray, starting for the injured Jamel White tonight. Satterwhite to Hamas, but it's picked off by Brian Chambers. He leads the Pac-West Conference in steals for a reason. He drives right by Hamas, missed the layup though. Hamas got the board. Here comes the Sea Lions the other way. Another turnover. It's getting sloppy. Chambers, the bounce inside to Knuckles, who cruises in and gets the layup to go. Fans on their feet once again here on Blackout Night. Eagles 60, Sea Lions 50. They've got the first place team on the ropes.
Let's go!
Taylor hobbles off, banged up a little bit on the last play. We have a timeout on the floor. Game winning streak in jeopardy. They are 14-0 in the Pac-West. Eagles 11-2, undefeated in league play here at CU Arena. Thanks so much for being with us here in Irvine. First of 2 meetings between these two teams. What a backdoor cut. Satterwhite with the pass. Bucket good by Tanner Nelson. Great play design there. It's an 8-point ball game. Chambers to Gray. Back over to Brian Chambers. Looking for an open teammate. English also looking to pass. Now he sets a pick for Chambers. Chambers lost his footing. Kicks it over to Clark. They'll reset with 8 left on the shot clock. Clark another pick. Nowhere to go. Good defense by Point Loma. Chambers, the left hand way off. And with 1 second left on the shot clock. With 1 second left on the shot clock, it's a jump ball. Still 1 second on the shot clock. It will not reset. Again, the score is 60-52. Concordia leading first place Point Loma. Sea Lions 14-game winning streak in jeopardy. Dalton Hamas has 19 points to lead Point Loma. Preston Beverly with 10. Tanner Nelson with 9. Brian Chambers with 14 on 6 of 18 shooting. 6 assists for him as well. A dozen points for Cameron English, the redshirt junior out of Oregon. Inbounds Chambers off Rodriguez, so it'll stay right there. And that, unfortunately, will be a shot clock violation. Rob Taylor checking back in the game for Clark. Defensive substitution, obviously. Taylor, a big play a few minutes ago with the steal on Hamas and a breakaway layup around the 6'8 forward. 60-52, Concordia by 8. Satterwhite to Rodriguez, guarded closely by Taylor. Eagles up 8, Sea Lions trying to chip away. Rodriguez around the pick by Satterwhite. English on him. They don't really trap it. A wide open 3 in the corner by Beverly is good. He's got 13, his first tray of the night. He's also got 6 boards. That cuts it to 5. Concordia 60, Point Loma 55 with 6:15 to play. Ben Rosehart here with you with the call. Hope you're enjoying tonight's great contest. Taylor, thinking three, driving inside instead, just off the iron. Hamas, another board, he's got 9. Scramble inside, another kick out, another open three is good by Tanner Nelson this time. Coach Ken Ammons going to take a timeout. 2 big threes by Point Loma, gets them right back in the game. Concordia clinging to it. Eagles led 50-38 not too long ago by a dozen. And now it's just a 2-point ball game. Chambers across the timeline with the blonde dyed hair and the headband. English. He's had a great first half. To Knuckles. The Pac-West Freshman of the Week got caught traveling. Eagles are going to win this one with defense. 5:30 to play. 60-58 Concordia. Taylor all over Rodriguez. Chambers trying to deny Hamas from getting a touch. Another wide open three in the corner. Made by Beverly. Excuse me, that was Tanner Nelson. Nelson, a big three there. 61-60, Point Loma takes the lead. English sets a pick for Chambers, who knocks down the tray. What an answer. Brian Chambers, the three-pointer. 5 minutes to go. We've got a 2-point game, 63-61 Concordia. Hamas lobs it over the top to Beverly, gets English in the air, and that's going to be his 4th personal. He got caught in the air for the 2nd time tonight. Similar type of play earlier in this half. His 4th foul. 63-61. Kyle Gray checking back in for English. Both Jeff Gerlach and Cam English with 4 fouls. Hamas glides in for the layup. We're tied at 63. He's got 21 points and 9 rebounds. Deep three just off the mark. Hamas with his 10th rebound. He's got a double-double. Hamas bringing it up now. Guarded by Gray. We're tied at 63, under 4.5 to go. Satterweight looking for the pass. Rodriguez guarded by Taylor. Cross court to Hamas. Gray late on the cover. He knocked it down. Hamas with the three. He's been big in the second half. 66-63, Point Loma now in front. Chambers around multiple picks. Stopped with the dribble. Taylor left side. Drives in and he was stripped. The men in black will maintain possession. Point Loma shooting 59% tonight. Eagles shooting 44%. Point Loma hitting the threes here in the second half. Bad pass in the inbound. Intercepted by Rodriguez, and he is fouled by Knuckles. 3:55 to go here in the second half. 66-63. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Sea Lions up by 3. 4%. Point Loma hitting the threes here in the second half. Bad pass in the inbound. Intercepted by Rodriguez, and really enjoying themselves. We got a good one. 66-63. Sea Lions with the ball. Up by 3. Kyle Gray guarding Nelson. Rodriguez now takes it. They want to get it to Hamas. He's had the hot hand. 24 points, 10 rebounds for the Sea Lions star. Now he's toying with Chambers, the two best players in the conference, arguably, defending one another. Taylor switches over to Rodriguez, stays with him. Deep three, no good. Gerlach, the rebound, shoveling it over to Chambers. Chambers with 17 to lead the Eagles. Gets it to Taylor. Around the pick. Somehow maneuvers in and gets the lucky bounce to fall. 66-65. Not his usual shot, but we'll take it. Way to be persistent by the junior. Satterwhite looking for the pass to Hamas. They swing it around to Nelson. Back over to Rodriguez now around the pick by Satterwhite. Hamas with it. Nice crossover. Missed it off the back iron. Gray with the board. 2 to go. Eagles down a point. 66-65. Point Loma leading by 1. Chambers avoids the jump ball. Rodriguez almost had it. That's a big 3 by Rob Taylor. 66. Taylor with the last 5 for Concordia. 2:20 to go. Satterwhite off the bounce pass by Rodriguez. Chambers takes a shot but stays with Hamas. Rodriguez will run the offense. 2:10 to go. Beverly, he can shoot the 3, but he's looking to pass. Hamas with 6 on the shot clock, driving. Gerlach has 4 fouls, and I think he just fouled out. Out here in Irvine. First place, Point Loma. Second place, Concordia. Second game of our doubleheader. The women's matchup, 64-52. Point Loma victorious over the Eagles. Kyle Gray, he's hit 1 tonight. He gets the second one just off the rim. Rodriguez now going the other way. Still tied, 1:35 to go. Knotted at 68. Point Loma's 14-game winning streak in jeopardy. Rob Taylor guarding Rodriguez. The skip pass to the corner. Nelson on the drive. He went it for the dunk. Chambers kicks it out. Taylor looking for options. Stays with the dribble. Good defense by the Sea Lions, and a foul is called. The second, we're tied at 69. We approach 1 minute remaining here in the second half. Tied at 69. First place Point Loma, second place Concordia. The lob inside to Beverly. Reverse layup up and good. 69. Point Loma up by 2. Chambers around the pick to Knuckles. The 3 is good. The Pac-West Freshman of the Week. He shoots about 39% from downtown. That's a big shot from one of the youngest players on the team. A drive inside by Nelson. He gets called for. Final timeout. Point Loma does have 1 in the back pocket. Chambers fouled by Nelson. He'll head. So here we go. Concordia up 72-71 after using its final timeout. Point Loma does have 1 in the back pocket. Chambers fouled by Nelson. He'll head to the line with 31.9 remaining. Fourth foul on Nelson. He's had a good night. 16 points on 6 of 8 shooting. Chambers leading the Eagles with 17. Chambers at 89% free throw shooter. Best on the squad along with Jamel White, who's injured tonight. Teams are going to huddle. Looks like Rodriguez got hit in the face. Hope he's all right. Jabbed his finger, I believe. Excuse me. He was cringing. To Irvine. Ben Rosart here on the call. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. It's been a great, fantastic game tonight. Chambers with 2 crucial free throw attempts coming here with the Eagles up by 1, looking to add to it. Chambers makes the second. Excuse me, makes the first to make it a 2-point game. 73-71 Concordia. He earns a second opportunity. Both teams with 18 fouls. Second one also up and good. Eagles up 74-71. 30 seconds to go. Here's Rodriguez. Point Loma looking for a bucket. Down by 3. Rodriguez hounded by Taylor and Chambers. They keep switching. A split second. Three-pointer is good. And we are tied at 74. Big shot by Rodriguez. just got a sliver of an opening around the deep. Clark to inbound. Tie game at 74. Clock now rolling as we approach 15 seconds. Chambers dribbling. Gonna wind it down. 8 seconds to play. Chambers gonna hoist the three. No good. Rebound by Clark. Put up and just off the mark. We're going to Point Loma with its 14-game winning streak in the Pac West on the line. Eagles in second place entering tonight, 11-2 in the Pac West. Dalton Hamas, 26 points, 10 rebounds. Tanner Nelson with 16. Preston Beverly with 15. It was Josh Rodriguez who has 9. He hit the key three-pointer in the final minute of regulation to force OT. Brian Chambers has 19 points to lead the Eagles, along with 8 assists. He missed a potential game-winning three-pointer with a couple seconds to go before the second half buzzer. Rodriguez around the pick, kicks it back out to no one. The student section happy to come up with the turnover. What a game. 4:48 to go, tied at 74. Cale Knuckles inbounds to Chambers. Looking to see what play they're going to run. And here we go. Taylor right in front of the coaching staff. Around the pick by Knuckles. Swings it to Chambers. Men in black, a lot of movement here on offense. Chambers pounding it into the ground. Nothing there. A floater off the mark, but rebounded by Taylor. He shoots the three, and it's good. Austin Clark, the Aussie. Another clutch three. Everyone on the team stepping up. Eagles up 77-74. 4:08 to go here in overtime. Beverly. Chaos underneath the rim. Knuckles comes up with it. Chambers around a defender. He gets a bump from Hamas. Still no foul call. And he dishes to Kyle Gray for the layup. 79-74. Eagles have scored the first 5 here in OT. Beverly working in on Knuckles. No foul called. Layup is good. 79-76. Sea Lions within 3. Beverly's been impressive tonight. 17 points on 6 of 8 shooting, along with 6 boards and a couple assists. Knuckles to Chambers. 3:15 to play in overtime. Eagles up 3, 79-76. As Concordia tries to end Point Loma's 14-game winning streak. Chambers, a deep 3 off the mark. Point Loma with Hamas. Looking to tie it, or at least draw within 1. 79-76, Concordia by 3. Bad pass, stolen by Taylor. He'll cruise in for the layup. Off the turnover. Taylor's been big here in the second half and in OT. 81-76 Concordia. 2:35 to go in OT. Chambers and Taylor. Taylor got hurt, I think, on the play. Hurt his ankle, I believe. Beverly cashes in. Taylor grimacing and hobbles off. I think it's going to be Denzel Holt checking back in. Satterwhite comes in for the Sea Lions. 2:29 to go. Concordia leads 81-78. Eagles have won 4 of their last 5. Point Loma 14-0 in Pac West play. Their winning streak on the line and in jeopardy. 2:15 to go in OT. Eagles up 3 with the ball. Chambers looking to pass to Knuckles. Curls around, a little bit too much mustard. At least it's an aggressive turnover. Point Loma with possession. Each team with 1 30-second timeout here in the extra period. Holt guarding Rodriguez. He's in for the injured Taylor. Chambers guarding Hamas. Great matchup between the two best players in the Pac-West Conference tonight. That's Summers backing down. Tipped by Clark. Tipped by Clark, but they called a foul. That's a tough one. Good defense. I believe they called them for the body. 1:53 remaining with the Eagles up 81-78. It's Summers making the first. Taylor back in for Holt. He'll give it a go, even if he's not 100%. A little bit hobbled on that left leg. Taylor with a huge impact, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 7 of 13 shooting. Second free throw, no good. Satterweight the board, but he missed the putback. We've got a whistle, a foul called on Hamas, and that means Concordia will gain possession, and we're going the other way. Foul, I believe, was called on Hamas. 81-79, Concordia by 2. 1:50 to go in overtime. Clark at the charity stripe. He hit a clutch 3 a couple minutes ago. Eagles scored the first 5 points. We were tied at 74 at the end of regulation after Josh Rodriguez hit the tying 3 in the final minute. Clark sinks the first. The second one also good. Eagles by 4. 83-79. Concordia leads first place Point Loma. 1:45 to go here in OT. Rodriguez looking inside, skips it over. They go back inside to Satterweight. Ball poked away, ripped away by Chambers. Here comes Gray with the layup. It's good. The crowd loves it. 85-79 here on Blackout Night. Eagles lead the first place team in the league by 6. Another whistle. I believe it's his 4th. Chambers' 4th personal foul. He's got 19. Taylor 17 points. That's Hamas at the line. Gets the bounce. He's got 27 points and 11 rebounds. Fantastic night for him, especially here in the second half and in overtime.
Put a body on him and blackout. Let's go.
We're in overtime, partly because of a clutch 3-pointer by Josh Rodriguez. Eagles took the lead here in OT right away, though, with a 3 by Clark and buckets by Taylor and Gray. They are out in front, 85-80 over Point Loma. Concordia coaching staff trying to make sure everyone knows who's guarding who, with Chambers, Gray, Clark, Taylor, and Knuckles on the floor for the men in black. Hamas at the line for his second free throw. It is up and good. He's got 28. Eagles up 85-81, 1:15 to go here in overtime. Knuckles to Taylor. He's been big tonight. He's got 17. He hands it off to Chambers. Agent 0, who wears that number because he loves Russell Westbrook, goes to his left, attacks the rim, and gets it to fall. He's got 21. We're under a minute. 87-81. Concordia by 6. Rodriguez on Taylor. What a move. And he's in there. He's been really impressive tonight as well. 45 seconds to go. Eagles up 4. Draining clock. Nelson called for the foul. They tried to trap with Summers and Nelson. Chambers did enough to draw the foul. Third. It was on 11. No, wait. Tanner Nelson 11 and Summers 13 were the 2 guys that trapped him. I think it's on 11. Lions. Josh Rodriguez 11. Preston Beverly with 19. Tanner Nelson with 16. Chambers with 21 points and 10 assists, and he's at the charity stripe again where he's 4 for 4 tonight, 89% on the year. I apologize for the jinx.
Denzel.
Holt back in for Taylor, who's still a little bit hobbled from a couple of minutes ago when he banged his left leg. Chambers gets another opportunity to make it a 5-point game, and he does. 5 for 6 at the line. He's got 22 points. Hamas looking to inbound. 40 seconds to play in overtime. Eagles up 5. Sea Lions need a bucket. They kick it to the corner. Good closeout on Hamas. He waves it off. The iron no good, but a whistle. A foul on Austin Clark, I believe, number 44. Concordia coaching staff can't believe it. Summers at the line for the Sea Lions. They're down by 5. Now they're within 4.
Coming off!
Point Loma 18 for 28 from the free throw line tonight. Wow, they got the little bounce there and they called their TO. 32.7 seconds to go. Oh no, they don't call the TO, excuse me. They did get a quick sub in. It looks like it's Summers face guarding with Stapes out there as well. Playing a little extra defense here with the substitution. Foul on the play, 88-85, Concordia by 3. They'll walk the floor. Concordia going to get 2 free throws here. Kyle Gray to take the 2 attempts. Rodriguez going to check back in as they go offense-defense. Each team still with their timeout. Gray missed the first. Here comes Rodriguez. He's back in for Brock McKenzie. Concordia 88, Point Loma 85. This free throw would be big to make it a 4-point game. Kyle Gray at the line. In and out. Rebound, Beverly. Here comes Rodriguez. Rodriguez driving in, kicks it out to Beverly. Missed it. Hamas just fouled Chambers on the rebound. That's his fourth personal foul. Hamas been fantastic tonight. 28 points, 11 rebounds. Chambers also fantastic, 22 points, 10 assists. Trying to ice this one at the line. He's an 89% free throw shooter for a reason. Eagles up 4.
Austin, one timeout if we need it.
Again, 19.5 seconds remaining. Chambers at the line. Second free throw, no good. Eagles up 4 still, 89-85. Rodriguez with 15 seconds to go in overtime. That's an off-balance deep 2 with Denzel Holt with the rebound, and he gets hacked right away. Noah Stapes, I believe, committed the foul with 11.1 seconds left. And the home crowd can feel it here on blackout night. Concordia wearing the black uniforms at home. Both coaches wanting to talk to the refs real quick. Point Loma, I think, going to take a timeout. 11.1 seconds, 89-85 Concordia. Eagles looking to cement themselves as one of the top 2 seeds at the Pac-West Conference Tournament, trying to earn that first round bye. Holt at the line. First one, a swish. That makes it a 5-point Concordia lead. Clutch free throw there by Denzel Holt. His second attempt. Also good. Nice job by the sophomore off the bench. Final 6-point lead for the Eagles. And it goes out of bounds. And that should do it. 3.9 left on the clock. Eagles up by 6, 91-85. Point Loma still with the ball. It was tipped. And they inbound it. Off balance three, no good. And the Eagles win. Final score, 91-85. Great ball game.